Welcome back to Final Girl. In this episode, the Tormentor, aka Amanda from the Saw series franchise, has gone to Station 2891, braved the elements, and has started setting traps for people in the Arctic Station 2891. The final girl to take on Amanda will be Adelaide. She starts out with 6 health. She needs to save 5 victims before she gets her ultimate ability. Her bonuses are receive 2 times, lower the horror gauge, move 1 space, or receive 2 times. Amanda, once she ends up going out on the board, will have 7 health. She starts on the horror track space number 3. We have our 2-way radios that we start off with. There's a victim stuck in a reverse bear trap right here. Adelaide starts here. The snowcat and the chopper are in place. You will find a knife in the supply closet, a flare gun in the tool shed, and Char, the Alaska Malamute, in the commander's hut. Amanda will not be on the board until the finale is revealed. So, got some time to do some things. Let's get some people out of here right off the get-go. We need to roll the desperation die to see which horror gauge we use. Also, the ultimate dice are in play, and we are using the normal red dice tonight, not the tier dice. It is a 5. Therefore, we use the regular gauge. Start off at 3. Put our 2 die in there, and let's start our first event. What's up, Doc? Choose a victim. That victim is now the doctor. If you are in the same room as the doctor during upkeep phase, receive 2 health. If the doctor is killed, plus 1 bloodlust. So, we get a pick. A victim. Well, I guess in this situation, it doesn't really matter too much just yet, but we'll have this one right here in the hallway. And now it is time. Oh boy, what do we want to do first? I would venture to say walk. We want to try to walk to get to that trap and try to defuse everything going on right now. Let's see what we can do. Double freaking fail. Okay. We're going to move our 1 space. We're going to take 1 hit and lose 2 time. Gotta love it. Okay, let's try it again. What's the chances that it happens twice, huh? Double success. Okay, we lose 1 time on that, but we get to move 2 spaces. We will take them. 1, 2. We're now in the space 4 with the trap. And we have a victim with us, and I know there's something about that. Okay. So that adds one die for when we try to resolve a death trap using an action. But we only have 3. That takes 4 times. So we'll take a short rest. Get rid of that. That'll give us our 4 time. And now, first is met, because that will cost us all of our time, and that will be that. We have no time to use, but we do succeed in doing that one thing. So these will go back to the tableau. We will sit there with this. We will take a terror card. There are victims. If a victim that matches the first applicable condition below is trapped, if they're in an escape space at all, because there's only one escape space in this, and an adjacent space to an escape. So that would be this guy. They get stuck in a death trap here. Let's see what they get. Infestation box. You're in a box filled with venomous spiders, snakes, and other deadly creatures. It is a matter of time before one bites you. You're going to have to stay very, very, very quiet and still. The first requirement is to break the lock, requiring 2 damage. Then open the box, which requires 3 times. Lastly, pull the victim free, which requires 1 move. Final result, fail result, is horror gauge goes up twice. So that is not fun. That will go there. This will go there. And this infestation box will go here. Okay. Now, since she is not on the board, I don't think you progress any traps. Killer actions on tarot cards are ignored. So I'm guessing that everything is ignored then, right? The Tormentor will not appear until the finale is revealed. Until then, killer actions, moving and killing, or attacking on tarot cards are ignored. Also, while the Tormentor is not on the board, if an effect asks you to place something or count spaces in relation to the killer, reveal a random setup card and treat the killer space on the setup card as the killer space for the purpose of resolving the effect. If it says place a killer, you ignore it. So I guess they do. Okay. We're going to assume they do progress. This one will not, because it came in after that. We should have progressed this. And that goes up. Okay. I think I got it. I could be wrong. I probably am. Wouldn't be the first time. All right. This gets set up all the way back up to 6. And it is our turn. Right off the get-go, we're going to do that. This has been resolved. This goes out of play. As does this trap card. And what happens to the meeple? Are they just in there? Okay. Okay. So they are back where they should be. Fantastic. We have 2. 2 times. So we're going to try to focus. Yeah, we'll use the other 2. So that drops that one. That uses 1. And we have a whole 1 to use. We get that back and we'll use a close call. Fantastic. 2 walks, a short rest, and a close call. Okay. Wait a second. I took off the wrong one. They shouldn't go here. That should go up here. Reverse bear trap is off the board. They're over here. Her. Okay. This will advance. That will bump that up. Pull a terror card. We have to help. There are victims. All victims within move 1 space towards the nearest death trap. Okay, there's only 1 out here. So they go there. Okay, let's do this in order. Oh yeah, 1 should have panicked out of here because the death trap was completed. 5. Okay, so we're going to do this. Everybody moves closer. That go down there. Everybody that moves, stand up. Okay, everybody has moved. If there are no death traps in play, which there are, raise the horror gauge. Okay. We're going to do that. We're going to use one time. They're going to get to the chopper. This might be a long game. Might be. Might not be so long. Okay. Trying to think what would be best. I'm gonna lay everybody down now since everybody is moved. Let's walk, or attempt to walk. Double success. Very good. Over here. Then we'll put two more in the hallway. We'll go right there. We'll attempt one more walk. It's a double fail. We'll take another hit, lose two more time, and we'll move that one space, which will put two out here, including the dock door. And that will give us our 2 health back. And we get to spend 2. There's that. Get our focus and our weak attack back. Hopefully we can just fly straight through there and get some people on board, get them out of here. All right. It progresses. One more time. That ups that. Man, I do not like that. There are victims. Remove one normal victim from the game, choosing one in an outdoor space if able, and then raise the terror gauge. Okay. Or bloodlust, I mean. There's nothing there. Okay, so everybody gets a frostbite token, which is just so fantastic. Just have to remember who's where. Okay. And that's that. Chopper doesn't go anywhere just yet. Gotta do one more. Well, you know what? They're waiting in the chopper, realistically, so they're fine. Okay, and that is that. And now we can. It's just like a killer. You can go through their space, except for they're not going to follow me through that space. Damn it. Okay. Well, this certainly sucks. We don't have anything. Okay, we're definitely going to need to do something here. Let's try to focus. Double fail. Okay, well, I'll spend 2 time and try to get at least 1. We did indeed get just the 1. It'll cost us a time, but there. Cost us another time, but there. Actually, it's not going to cost us another time because we're going to play these 2. That'll give us 2 time. Then a sprint. And we get 1. So that costs us 1. And we'll get these guys back in. I gotta be out there, and then we'll come back. So we come back out. That gets rid of these because we went inside. I gotta put my hit points back for having the good doctor in my space. We're full of health again. And it is our turn to buy stuff. All right. Got 2 walks. This is interesting. This sucks. And I have to hit that bastard for 2. Take a furious strike. That'll be our 4. These will all go back into the tableau. And oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to do this. that was everything that was just used. Well, we're just going to just play ahead because I forgot to do that. Whoops. It's okay. We'll live. All right. This progresses to, progresses again. That goes up to 1, 2. It's at 5. Draw a terror card. Click. If any effect causes this card to be discarded, unlock the exit as prescribed below, but do not apply other effects. Okay. This is strictly for that. We will do the event. Do draw the event. Someone pull the fire alarm. You and all victims in the main building panic. Okay, so everybody panics. Oh, good Lord. Okay. Everybody panics. Start with, we'll go from left to right and top to bottom. 1. Now we'll do the top. 1. They panic outside. 6. They panic into the rec room. 1. They panic outside. 3. All right. 6. They go to the rec room. 6. They go to the rec room. A lot of people want to play ping pong in this situation, I guess. 2. They go down here. 2. They go down here. Where does a good doctor end up? 3. A good doctor ends up in the kitchen. All right. Everybody has panicked. Now we draw the next tarot card. Again, another event. Comm specialist. The victim closest to but not in the radio room is now the comm specialist. Okay. If the comm specialist is in the radio room, once per action phase, you may roll a die. On a roll of 5 or 6, you may move the helicopter 1 space. If the comm specialist is killed, discard 2 action cards of your choice. Okay. And then draw the next tarot card. The generator is out. Do not remove any frostbite tokens, okay? Now we get 2 events. Heavy storm. When moving outside, all your moves are panicked. You may spend time to re-roll as many times as you wish and can afford. Great. They're panicked. So we don't... Oh, man. Hidden weapons cache. Shuffle the armory tokens and place 1 face down in each of the 4 outdoor spaces, excluding the exit space. If you move on to one of these spaces, reveal that token. If the token has an X on it, discard with no effect. If the token has a gun on it, this is the armory. The space may now be searched. Take all the weapon cards from the unused item cards and shuffle them to create an armory item deck. Do not reveal the top card. If there are no items left in the item deck or no weapons cards in the unused items, discard this card. So, now we get to shuffle these. And when we move on to one, we may search. That is interesting. That was both. Now everybody gets a frostbite token. Damn. Okay. Now it's back to our turn. We're just going to use 2 time till these 2 cats get back inside. So they don't freeze. That does away with their tokens. I don't even get to decide where I go now. That really sucks. So I guess we just roll and panic. Nothing really we can do outside. Since it's panicked, I don't think we use the movement card, so we're not going to. Panic to 6. And back inside we go. Let's get rid of this. And we have 4. Wow. That's horrible. That was a bad card to get. We're just going to send him because we're not going to get anything. Just going to grab retaliate. We can't do anything, so that would be our 4 time. Get our focuses back, our weak attack. I guess what we will do because he's gonna be dead. So, and that's that. Or turns over. That progresses. He is dead. We made no progress on that one. And then it goes up one. That's what hurts on this one. And this one is done. Okay. So that comes off the board. Goes over. Terror card. If no victims are trapped, bottom this and draw the next card. Okay. Click. The main entrance is now unlocked. Draw the next terror card. We didn't lock any entrances. Live or die. If there are no there are victims. A victim in the space with the most victims is now trapped. Okay. Now we see what trap they're in. The temple drills. Okay. It's not horrible. We can actually get to it. Okay. That is that for that. Okay. So we have that. I'll put Pip on here. We're going to go ahead and figure that out. Then we need to do 2 damage and move 1 space. Okay. We only have the 1 die. Let's try to focus. We're going to use the desperation die. Remember, with this, if it lands on that, skull and crossbones, game's automatically over. We get 1 success out of that. We lose a time, but we get a regular die back. That's the only time we have to use that. So, that's fine. Now, we need a furious strike. We get 1 success out of that. Okay. But the shitty thing is it ends the turn. We do 1 damage when we needed to do 2. So this ain't going to matter except for that happens. And the turn's over. So we get 1. We will take a close. No. We'll take fly faster this time. And that'll be our 1. These go back. This really sucks. So now it's going to keep going, and we don't have anything to hit it with. Okay. You know what? We did that way out of order. So what we'll do to make it right is we'll do the walk. Okay, that would have been a 2. So now we're up here. we would have took 2 victims with us. That would enabled another die. So we'll just retro all this out. Okay, Furious Strike. That went down 1. We do 2 damage. Now we need to walk. This goes away. We'll let the weak attack and short rest go. That gives us our damage in our space, and this is completed. This goes away. As does this trap. Okay, I'll be fine if I remember to do this stuff right. Okay, now that was double. That was 1 success. Lose a time. We're going to leave it at that. We got 5. We get a focus back. Take a distraction and a sprint. Hopefully we get a chance to use them. Because now there's no more traps on the board. Everybody's cool. Now we have a tarot card. If you're trapped, discard and draw the next one. Now the final girl is trapped. Oh, shit. This ain't good. And we draw the Slicer. First, avoid the 9s. You lose 1 health. Lastly, to safely dive to safety, you move 1 space and lose 1 health. Okay. That is the 9s. So that is that. Okay. So it's our turn now. Put a pip up on here. This ain't gonna be knit because unless we don't have a move, then it's gonna be something. Please tell me okay, we have a sprint. Okay, sprint, that will work. Okay. So we're going to sacrifice 1 hit point. That satisfies avoid the 9s. Now we need to die to safety. We need to move these over here. Then we need to sprint. We have 2 die. Let's do this. Let's do this. 2 dice. Double success. That works fantastic. We will gladly give up that other health. And this one has gone by the boards just as quick as it came out. Now, here's my question. Can the final girl be caught up in more than 1 trap in a game? Oh, we should have used more than 2 dice, too. I imagine they probably can. I'm going to say yes. So, got out of 1. Doesn't mean we'll get out of any more. All right, now it's our turn. Yeah, freaking fraud. All right. Focus. Hocus pocus. For you on focus. Okay. Okay. We're good. We're good. Lose 1. Lose 1. Fly faster. Shit. Well, I lose this time. We should be down 3. Okay. Let's try a distraction. Double success. 1, 2. Get 2 back. We're going to try one last focus. Try to get our 3rd die in there. We get it. Well, there's a time for it, but we get it. And we get 3 in there. We're left with a retaliate, but we get 4 time to work with. Furious Strike should have went back. I'm already thinking about when she comes out on the board, because we're going to beat the shit out of her. She's going to wish she was still a junkie when we get done with this bitch, let me tell you. All right. We're going to use, we got what, 4 to use? We haven't done anything yet. 4 to do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay. That's 3. That'd be 4. I really kind of sucks that one card came out to where we can't really do nothing out there. Everything's panicked. That's the only way to escape. Freaking chopper can't even get off the damn ground. So now it's Amanda's turn. She's not even on the board. Draw a dark power, or heaven forbid, a terror card. You have no respect for life. If no victims are trapped, this one goes on the bottom. Live or die. There are victims. If a victim in the space with the most victims is now trapped. Okay. Here we go again. But we have a lot of people in that space. Drowning tank. That ain't so bad. All it does is cost some time. Oh, big time too. Good grief. 5 right off the bat. Homie, I think you screwed. All right. I think we're going to say you screwed. And we're going to try to get this thing to fly faster. Fly faster right off the bat. We got 3 to work with here, guys. We got 3 to work with. We got single success. And we will lose our regular 2. Get a double success. It'll cost us 1 time. But it will get to the airport. He'll come off. That'll give us 2. I ain't too worried about this dude. I am not worried about that. We're cool. We got 7 to work with. We got Improvise and Furious Strike. Getting kind of near. So we're going to be working, thinking about when she comes out on the board. Because right now there's no reason to even try to get anybody out of here. Really, I mean. Okay. Trap progresses, because we're not going to worry about them. Really can't afford to. This will go up. Draw terror card. Faulty construction. If no one is trapped, it is. Choose a death trap in play. Mark the next escape task as completed without having to fill the requirements. Oh, that's nice. Raise the bloodlust. Has a double-edged sword. So now you lucky, because we might just try to get your ass out of there. Horrifying traps. When a victim is killed by a death trap, increase the horror gauge 1. If you are in the same space, increase it by 2. Well, okay. So now it comes back to us. And now that really changed the whole situation. We're going to walk. We are going to walk. Single success. We lose a time. We get our movement. We'll sacrifice the 2, and you are lucky as shit, bro. Because we was going to let you become Jason fucking Voorhees. And meet a watery grave. So now that's all out. We're down to 2. We're not going to move. We're not going to do anything because when she comes on the board, we need to get to her ASAP and start jacking her punk ass. So we're going to take a sprint. We already have a retaliate, a furious strike, the improvise. We bring these 2 back in. We have enough to hit her for 6 right off the bat. If we get, well, we have enough to hit her for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So the next turn might just get nixed and take a critical blow. Because what did I just take? I just took, okay, we're good. Took that other sprint. Walk will go there. Amanda's turn. Tick tock. Speed up the clock. No victims are trapped. If it's a loop, we discard 1. You have no respect for life. No victims are trapped. Okay, this gets discarded. We're down to 1. It's an infinite loop. If it keeps saying, the first thing is, if no victims are trapped, you put it on the bottom. It's an infinite loop, so you just get rid of 1. So now's the interesting one. We're not going to do nothing. We're doing zip. Okay? We're going to take a critical blow. That's all we're doing. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to get rid of the short rest. We're going to get rid of a walk. Since there's really nothing too far out, we're going to get rid of 1 focus. That'll be 3 cards off, so we have 3 to play with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 3 we can do, so we get a distraction, or we'll take a distraction. We will take a distraction. That's fine. And just like that, we are down to the last one. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, nothing there. So now we flip this. What does she have in store for us? No escape. Closest unlocked escape is locked. Okay. So now we're not going to do like that because that doesn't make any sense. What are you going to do? Lock up a helipad? We will lock this right there. Okay. She will now, all threats will progress. She will move towards. When the Tormentor ends her movement in an unlocked escape space, place a lock token here. At the start of the killer phase, if all spaces are locked, you lose the game. So we got to keep that far one unlocked. Got to keep that one unlocked. All right. So now that doesn't take effect until the next turn, though. But she will come on the. She's coming on the board. She's coming on the board right here. Right next to the doctor. This ought to be interesting. This is going to be real interesting. All right. It's our turn. It's our turn. We need to get to her. So we need to sprint. We only need to move 2 spaces. We only need 1 success on this. We get 2. That's good. That's fine. Because we're going to take 2 victims with me regardless. We're in the same space as this bitch. Now what? You fucking slut. Pro motherfucking vibes. We need a deuce. We need 2. We need 2. We need 2. We get none. We will spend 2 and we will re-roll all dice. We get the 1. Retaliate. Nah. Okay. So we will get rid of a focus and a sprint. And that will give us 3s and 4s will also be successes until the end of this turn. So let's hit this bitch. Double success. Horror gauge goes down. She gets hit for 3. 1, 2, 3. Furious strike. It's a double success because 3s and 4s also count. So we drop that. We get a time back. And we hit her for 2 more. We're going to hit her with a weak attack. Threes and 4s are a success. We hit her for 1 more. We get a 4th die because she's down to her last one. That's all the attacks. Really don't need to use the distraction right now because she's out. She is out. I don't see how she doesn't attack. There's no. How does this even work? How does. I gotta look at something because this ain't making no sense to me. Because if she's on the board, she doesn't have an attack. Well, she just put locks up? There. She has no attack. It reminds me of that time we played against the big bad wolf and he got stuck in the intersection. He had no movement and he had no attack. This is wild. This shit is wild because all she does, it doesn't even say she focuses on things. She will move towards an exit apparently. Take our walk back. And the dark power ain't nothing. So I guess we'll take a couple of guard cards. I mean, just to be on the safe side. There's no reason to retaliate because she ain't going to attack. I don't know why we would take 2 guard cards at this point. To think about it. So, she's a sitting duck. She just. I guess she just moves here and you have to stop her from locking stuff, but she doesn't attack. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Does she just do 2 because there's no attack on there? Does she just I don't understand how this is supposed to work. She doesn't attack. There's no attack. So apparently she's just kind of trying to lock us in. She only moves 1 space at a time. So I guess we just sit here. I don't know. Nothing makes sense. We're at an impasse. Plus, we get 2 health back for being in the same space as the doctor. So, okay. somehow I gotta think that we're honestly, it just says she moves. She'll move 2, and that's her turn. Because she moves out here, locks, and moves out there. And that's her turn. Or does she go outside and she has to lock up that last one? Oh, well, okay, we can do that too, I guess. So, that is that. So she would go, she'd like that, and then she would go here and here. That would be her turn. Because then she'd be trying to lock that and then lock that. Okay, so now it's our turn. We get the critical blow. That'd be the 6. No. We got a weak attack. We're going to get rid of these 2. Retaliate and that. Take that. We have a weak attack. We're going to take a furious strike. And 2 sprints. And we're going to get rid of focus. Both focuses and the short rest. That'll give us an additional 3. That'll give us a chance for an improvise. Because we got to get to her. And we got to hit this bitch. I mean, we got to intercept her from the other side. So that's the way I'm guessing, because she doesn't attack. She does no attack. There's no attack. So that's our 8. She's going to go here. She's going to lock that down. Maybe she locks lights or something. I don't freaking know. And that's it. Yeah. She moves 1. So she goes there and there. Okay. So now we have 4. No. Yeah, we do have 4. So we're going to improvise. We're going to improvise right off the freaking top. Let's do this. We should get 2 off of this. If we don't, there should be an investigation. We do. Everything that's not blank works. We're going to sprint. We have 3 because of that, and 1 more because of that. We're going to use the 2 walks. That'll give us no, we're not. No, we're not. All that works. So we lose a time, and we move 3 spaces. So we go 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to take people with us. Now when we get out here, it's going to be panicked. So we move 3 spaces, panicked, if we success. So we get 3 panic spots. That's the way I'm going until we get inside. Okay, so it's double success. So we move outside. Now we panic. 1. Go into the tool shed. So that's another one. Now we'll move back out. So that's 1, 2, 3. Now we're just going to wait. Because she's going to come to us. And so we lost 2 time there. We played those. We played that. Played that. Okay. Everything looks kosher. We had 4, so we didn't put any close calls back. So we'll take the close calls. She can't move past us. So she's got 2 of the 3. We're going to use the exit here. And if there was a hole here, that would be an exit 2. And then a 4th one right there. So, she's going to move. Oh, yeah. That gets flipped. Hey. Okay. This might be interesting yet. Okay. So that's searchable, right? Okay, that is searchable, and that's what we'll do with our last 2 that we didn't have last time. Now we should be good. Now we take all the weapons out of here, if there are any. Boy, there's 2. Flare gun and an old revolver. Okay. 1 through 3, top stays on top. 1 through 3, whatever it is, because it is now searchable. And that was 1, 2, and then we're back here. And the rest of these can come off the board because we found the 1 weapon. That stays there. She comes up. Like I said, she doesn't do any damage. There's no attack. So I don't know. But we're still rolling with 3. we're going to search. Or we're still rolling with 4. Now, if there's anything on the other side of that, the turn's automatically over when we attack. So, okay. So we're going to use that. And there. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. We're going to take our pick. We're going to take our pick because it says take the top 2 cards. We're going to take the revolver. No, we're not. We're going to take the flare gun, and there's a reason for that. Revolver, you have to be at least 1 space away. The flare gun, you can be right in the same space like we are now. We got 2 cartridges, and it can only be used with a weak attack. If damage is dealt to the killer, lower the horror gauge. So, do we even have a weak attack? Yes, we do. Here we go. This could be it, folks. Dun, 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 dun. Got to an impasse where she doesn't attack. Double success. That will do 1 damage. Plus 1 with that. She only has 1 left unless she has a heart. Yeah. All right. We win. We beat the Tormentor because she could not attack. That's weird. But it is Amanda, and she relies strictly on traps. Now we get a reveal Adelaide's card after that fantastic outing where she only rescued 1 person, but only 1 person died. Adelaide's Bat and Shield. Whenever you roll at least 1 star with the guard reaction card, do 1 damage to an enemy that attacked you. So it's basically you retaliate. Turns it into retaliate. So you do 1 damage plus those 2. That's nice. That's the way I'm reading it. And that works fantastic. Stick this back in here. We'll deal with that when we put everything up. That's how we do that. That's how we keep track of who has their stuff and who don't. Well, that was interesting. Got her to where she didn't attack. There's no traps. Only one person disappeared, 1 person died. So that was not too bad at all. Until next time, I say, if you see a big water tank, just kind of random, don't jump in. I don't care how good it looks. And if someone says they want to play a game, get the hell out of town. Talk to you later. Bye.